When we were in LA, we go into this like restaurant. It was like a little breakfast spot. And the way you ordered at the counter, it was a super tight hallway. So there was like bodies on top of bodies in this hallway. The line is like wrapped around. So you're standing like shoulder to people. This family comes from the back and they're walking through this line. It's super crowded. They're coming from the bathroom. There's this mom, dad, and 2 kids. They had a son that was like 3 or 4 years old and a daughter that was like 6. The son walks under me. And right as he walks under me, my phone.
The kid's like 2.
Oh yeah, I remember this now.
He's like he was little. I think he was small. He's walking under me. Right as he walks under me, I drop my phone right on his head. And as a little child, he immediately started crying, and I felt so bad. I was so upset that I made this kid cry. And his parents were like a couple feet behind him. They didn't see it happen. And so the kid starts screaming, and his mom comes up and she's like, oh my gosh, like what happened? And I was like, I'm so sorry. Like I dropped my phone on his head.
Kate is also crying at this point.
Yeah, I felt horrible. I was crying. I was like, I'm so sorry. I dropped my phone on his head. I didn't mean to. And the parents were like, oh no, like you're totally fine. It's okay. It happens. And they like took him outside. And then there's a lady standing in line next to us, and she has her little weenie dog, and she turns around to me after I dropped the phone on this toddler's head on accident.
She's fully serious, by the way.
Dead serious. This like 60-year-old woman, so serious.
Not 60, she's like 30.
Yeah, she was like 30.
Oh my gosh, I didn't
younger.
even see her face. I was just like, you're crazy.
He just assumed she was 60.
I was like, she's a crazy old lady if she's saying something like this. She dead serious turns around and goes, thank you for dropping the phone on his head and not on the dog's head. What?
No, she said, better him than him, pointing at her dog.
Yeah. And we were all like too stunned to speak. We were like, what do you mean you're thankful?
Did you like laugh a
I was
little
like,
bit?
better
No.
the baby child than the dog? I was like, I've seen Stella run into a fence full speed and she's fine.
Yeah.
Okay?
I was like, obviously I never would want to ever hurt a dog. And like if I dropped it on the dog's head, I probably would have still cried.
Nah, but dogs are built like trucks. They're just kind
They
of like...
low-key are, dude.
I
The
know,
dog's
but it's
skull
like-
is tough.
Yeah.
It's like the fact
I was
that she
actually-
was like so serious about how it was better that the child got hurt than the dog was
it's
crazy.
I was actually thinking the other day, I was watching like Rottweilers and like Dobermans and like German Shepherds and like the dog attack videos.
Ooh.
And I was like, you know what? Sometimes on the dog attack videos, people like, they just accept defeat. It's like a Rottweiler or a Pit Bull and they're just like, you know what? I'm cooked. Dog's killing me. I'm just going to try to run. But sometimes in these videos, a guy will just like be like, yeah, you want the smoke, Rottweiler? And he'll start punching it. And the dog, like the guy wins. And I was like, you know what? If a dog ever attacks me, I'm just going to give it the smoke.
I'm just give it the smoke?
I'm just going to like swing on the
You
dog.
got a vape in its face.
I feel like if you just go ham on the dog, you win.
on a dog attacking
No.
you?
Yes. But then I saw a video of a Rottweiler and he was going, "Arr," and I was like, that's scary as frick.
Yeah,
You want
don't
no
want
part of that dog.
Scary. When a Rottweiler's going, "Arr,"
You want no part of that.
My dog.
Scary.
I don't know if it.
Why do you call it a Rottweiler?
a Rottweiler?
Yeah, you did. You
You
said,
said
Rottweiler.
It is a Rottweiler.
My
It's a
dog.
Rottweiler.
Rottweiler, and
Rott-
it's a big black dog.
Rottweiler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rottweiler.
Yeah,
Oh, it's okay. It's
Okay,
okay.
well,
Yeah,
anyways.
Rottweiler.
You can't be good at everything.
I think Rottweilers and Pit Bulls, actually Pit Bulls are the scariest.
Yeah.
One time, my dog. She was like 2 months old, and my mom was taking her out for a walk, and me and Reese were like 7 and 10, and basically, or maybe not 7. I was like 8, and she was like 11, and but that doesn't make much of a difference. Anyways, basically, my mom, she was taking my Estes around the block, and there's 3 big German Shepherds that were our neighbors, and
How do you know they're German?
because they are.
They speak German?
Yeah, I mean, some of them do.
Oh.
Anyways, but basically, the German Shepherd ran up to my dog and bit her by the side.
Bit Estes?
Yeah, bit Estes by the side, picked her up, and threw her like 6 feet
Yeah,
over
Estes
the
stands
grass.
no chance. Estes is literally the size
Estes,
of a boo-boo.
yeah.
I'm not
No,
kidding.
at this
Estes
time
is
she
not
was.
built like a truck.
No, at this time, Estes was like built as a little boo-boo, like a little bit bigger, maybe like this.
I wish
Yeah.
the boo-boos were real. Imagine you could adopt a boo-boo pet and you just like keep them in a little gerbil
Nah, they
cage
low-key,
and they're just
like, bite you.
They are ankle biters.
Yeah.
If these things are real, they would totally bite your ankles and be like,
But no, Estes, so she had this huge gash on the side of her hip, and you could see her bones and everything. It was
Ooh.
so bad. I
That
felt
happened
so bad.
to our family dog too when I was little. My parents were taking the dog for a walk, or maybe my dog like got out. I don't remember. But there's a dog that lived on the street behind us that just like viciously attacked our dog. And like my dad heard it. I think that my dog had like wandered off for a second or something. And my dad ran down the street and he grabs it and he like could not separate them. And he was like, the other dog is just like aggressively like biting her neck and like blood's going everywhere.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Did she die?
kicking. No, my dog ended up being okay. And he's like kicking this dog because finally the dog like gets off. And my parents were like highly concerned because there were so many like little kids in this neighborhood. And so they called animal control, and I think the dog was taken away.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Yeah.
Because
well,
the dog's going to attack a child, Kinsey.
No, they're dogs. They just get upset with each other sometimes.
But I don't know.
Oh
I think
my
the
gosh,
dog was
they
like...
took someone's pet away.
I mean, if
Wait, time out. Kinsey's the type of dog owner that literally has a pit bull. And
No,
like,
that's
and they're
like-
it's killed 5 dogs and 2 horses.
No, my mom's dog just bit Stella the other day, drew blood. There was blood all over the house. But her dog is super sweet to people. Would never
but
harm a
this dog
fly.
was like aggressive towards children. Anytime we walked by, it did not like us.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's aggressive towards people, then
What, it
We
barked
knew-
at you?
It was like, it did not like kids.
We knew one dog. I knew a girl one time. She was trying to pet a dog through a fence and it bit her face.
If you
And
were
she had
concerned,
to get surgery.
if you were concerned that like a dog might hurt a child in the neighborhood, you wouldn't call animal control.
if I thought it was going to hurt a child,
Yeah.
I might tell the people to go do something with it so they have the option to take it to
Yeah.
somebody else's house or something.
no, but like that, it's just so bad. And then they didn't even put the dog down
What?
after that he bit Estes.
Oh.
Yeah. See, that's the thing too. Like, I watch those videos and I'm like, you know what? If a Rottweiler attacks me, I can just mess it up. But then I remember I had Jack Russell's dogs, and they would get in fights, and I wouldn't like to get in between that.
No, they hurt when they bit us.
Yeah, and one bit me one time, and then I was mad. But they're like this big dogs, and even when they would fight, I was like, you know what? Y'all are gonna sort it out. I don't really want to get all in there. Because when I did get all in there one time, it freaking bit me.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna-
you're not. I don't think you're supposed to separate dogs when they're fighting, because that happens.
Yeah.